Well, from the weather, a reminder of our top stories before we go. Scores of volunteers have descended on President Jammeh's vast farm in the West Coast settlement of Nemban for a massive weeding exercise. The United States Department of Defense has funded the construction of 2 classroom buildings in Boladba and Karawan. Libyan government troops and protesters have driven away fighters loyal to the Hotline Ansar al-Sharia group from their bases in the city of Benghazi. And the leading Egyptian Grand Mufti Ali Goma has called for restraint in the face of mounting anger in many Muslim countries over the release of an anti-Islam video. Well, you can monitor GRTS radio live on our website, which is at www.grts.gm. That's all in this edition of the news. Thanks for your time and join us at 10 for another bulletin.
من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. إنكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. إنكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون.
Doesn't matter what you've been through, you can make it if you believe. You've got the potentials living in you. You've got the power to succeed. You've got the power to achieve. You've got the power if you believe. Success power.
Welcome to Success Power. One of the best memories that I have about my childhood was that of forgiveness. I mean, my dad never joked with the issue of discipline for his children, and we knew that clear. There were boundaries. There were clear-cut boundaries. And you know, there's always something in a child that would want to push the child to test those boundaries. One of those days, he bought me a ball. He knew that I loved football, and once in a while he would buy the ball for me. So in this instance, he bought the ball, and I was kicking the ball, and my dad warned me that I was likely to break the neighbor's window. I said he should not worry about that. I felt like I was a professional already. I knew how to take my shots accurately, and the wall that I was kicking the ball against was right between two of the neighbor's bedroom windows. It was only a matter of time, you know. It was only a matter of time. I broke the window. And when I saw my dad, I almost disappeared. I didn't know what to do. I was scared. And he said, "What? Didn't I warn you?" I said, "Come here." I was shivering because I knew that I had qualified for some punishment that day. Then he went into the room, came out, and stretched out his hand to me and said I should take this amount of money. I was suspicious, you know. I felt he was just out to lure me so he could get a hold of me to beat me. And I couldn't move close to him. He said, "Take it." I took the money, and he said, "You know the place close by where they sell glasses. Now take this one as a sample, go there, let them cut one for you and bring it." He didn't do anything. I went, brought it, and because he was into building construction, he fixed it. Nothing. That was all. Oh my God. No, you can imagine, I still remember it after a long time, over 3 decades now. But it was an experience in mercy, an experience in forgiveness for me. While it was true, yes, I did what was wrong, I disobeyed, and I knew him too well that on a normal day I would not escape with that. I knew the lines were already clearly cut. Okay? The message, I had gotten the message. I picked the lesson. In this instance, he chose to forgive, to overlook it, and even gave the money for me to replace the item. What am I saying? You can't give what you don't have. People who have experienced forgiveness find it easier to forgive other people. Whenever I remember when I actually qualified for punishment but it was waived, I realize it makes me also to have the capacity to forgive others. But some of us were raised in harsh environments. Yes, harsh environments, because some parents are harsh. Some people probably lost their parents while they were young, or for some reason had to live with foster parents who were harsh. I've had neighbors who were harsh on their children. And what happens is that people who grow up in an environment like that also learn not to have mercy on other people. They find it difficult to be tender with other people. Now, in the event that we have had such an experience, we need to remind ourselves that our past experiences have programmed us for the future, but it may be wrong programming. We need to reprogram ourselves. Usually, those parents or guardians who hurt us, we are bitter against they themselves. I want to ask today that we forgive. It's a day